Alright, what's going on, guys? This post here, we're still keeping it on the Wi-Fi train. We got ourselves yet another game from one of my little live streams that I've had a little time to do. This game is versus Jake, aka st4rtrekkerzzz. We're going to be using the same team that we did last time, so if you want to watch my last game versus Doom, then you can go watch that. I'm not going to break down the team this time. Instead, I'm going to try and look at what Jake and his team wants to do. His team is obviously very speed-oriented, except for the Vikavolt and Primarina. He's also trying to utilize the Tapu Koko's electric terrain with obviously Tapu Koko itself, along with Alolan Raichu and Vikavolt, to hit very hard and break down some walls. I'm not too sure what Primarina wants to do on his team. And then the Gengar and Crobat are kind of X factors. Gengar is pretty interesting. Obviously, it has its Levitate nerf with Levitate change to Curse Body. But what Gengar can do is it can use the Z move Hypnosis. So you go for the Z move Hypnosis, you can have a good chance to put something to sleep, obviously. But then you also get the speed boost. So you can run something like Modest Z move Hypnosis and not only get the speed boost, which Gengar, even with Modest, is naturally very fast, and then become very fast, but you can also hit very hard. And Poison Ghost typing is very strong right now, so I was really scared of the Gengar. I do have my Mimikyu to kind of check it, but he has some decent switch-ins to Mimikyu. Of course, later in the game, once I get things like the Primarina weekend, the Crobat weekend, Mimikyu can actually sweep him very well. Salazzle can also sweep him since I am Modest Choice Scarf. And unless he has something random like Scarf Alolan Raichu, I should be able to be faster than his entire team. Again, I don't believe Crobat gets defog, so Lycanroc can set up rocks pretty much for free. And I think that's kind of going to be the game plan. I do have to be scared of his electric spam since my only electric switch-in is Magnezone, and Magnezone is not very especially bulky on specs as well. I'm not even a Silt Vest. So I've just got to be careful of that. So it's going to be how the game goes, and we're just going to go ahead and get it in. And let's see how it goes. I'm going to lead with my Lycanroc because I don't believe that there's anything to stop it. So I'm going to get challenged by Pokemon Trainer Jake. And like I said, I'm going to lead with Lycanroc. Not really anything to stop me from getting up rocks with my Focus Ash and everything, so he's going to go out to Vikavolt. And he's actually going to stay in, which is pretty peculiar, considering that I am a rock type and Lycanroc does have no guard. Or I can get it with its hidden ability, so my Stone Edge doesn't even have any chance to miss. He's going to go for the Thunderbolt, do a lot of damage to me. Didn't even go for the Thunder Wave, just straight up Thunderbolt. So he's going to lose his Vikavolt turn 1, and that's kind of puzzling to me. Especially with, you know, like I said, Vikavolt being a powerful electric type and the electric terrain being up. Vikavolt could have done a lot of damage to my team. He doesn't choose to abuse it though, so it is what it is. I'll take that trade any day because, like I said, one less electric type that I have to deal with is going to be good for me. I'm going to go for the Sucker Punch just to get a little bit of damage off on Tapu Koko before my Lycanroc inevitably fades. He's going to show me Discharge, which is, I guess, good to know. Doesn't really make too much of a difference at this point in the game. Also doesn't show me an item, so I have to assume Specs. He has no ground type or any sort of electric immunity, so I'm going to use my Magnezone and actually abuse his own electric terrain to power up my electric moves. And I am Modest, and I'm also Choice Specs, so I can't just go right for the Volt Switch. And with that electric terrain boost, this Volt Switch is about to do a ton. This is a resisted attack. I know that Alolan Raichu doesn't have the highest special defense, but that's, considering that's resisted, that's just ridiculous. And Kamala with the Earthquake is kind of my best thing to take it on. I also have U-Turn as well, which for some reason they made Alolan Raichu special defensive. So I can't just go for the U-turn. He actually shows me that he's physical, which is strange. I'll take that trade because at the end of the day, Alolan Raichu is going to faint. I did go for U-turn just because of the fact that if he wanted to switch, I still could have got momentum, and if he stayed in, I could have killed him. But he shows me that he is physical, and I'm able to take the hit, just barely though. So Gengar is going to come in. I don't want... Or if something's going to get put to sleep, I'd rather it be something like Komala, which is going to be useless. And then because he's not immune, I could go for the Earthquake and potentially deal a decent little chunklet to the Gengar. He does just go for the Sludge Bomb, however, and take me out. Now I could go to Salazzle, and I should be faster than this thing, even if he's Choice Specs, or Choice Scarf rather, and it does outspeed me, then he's locked into Sludge Bomb, so I can take the hit and then go for the overheat for the follow-up. I do just go for the overheat, he decides to stay in, which is good for me because I can take that opportunity to knock out Gengar, and that was my biggest threat from Team Preview. So, being able to take that out at this point in the game puts me in a pretty advantageous position. The score is 4-4 with my Lycanroc and my Komala down, but Lycanroc did its job and Komala is Komala, so I'm not too worried about it. He's going to send out his Primarina. I'm going to go to Skarmory right here. I was kind of afraid of him going for that little Z move right there, but Skarmory can take it because I am Spadef, and if I would rather have anything take the hit, I'd rather it be Skarmory because with his electric spam, Skarmory is not going to be too useful. And he is going to go for the... These are so cool. They did such a cool job with these. Like, look at this. I'm dropped on my neck, straight up. Dropped on neck. I'm blown away. But yeah, it's going to go for that on me. I am not actually going to be able to take that. Because, for some reason, this Skarmory had Kenai instead of Sturdy. Which is unfortunate, but you know what, it is what it is, and my Skarmory is going to go down. Like I said, Skarmory wasn't doing too much anyways, so it doesn't really matter that much. The score is actually 3-3. But now I can go to Magnezone, and he burned his Z move, so I don't have to worry about that for for the rest of the game. And Magnezone's actually going to put in a lot of work at this point in the game, with two of his 3 mons being weak to Electric, and his last being Tapu Koko. So I'm going to go for the Volt Switch on the Crobat, be able to take that out, and I think I could just go to Salazzle and take that out as well with a couple of Sludge Bombs. So yeah, that is what I'm just going to do. I'm going to go out to my Salazzle, and he's going to go out to his Tapu Koko right here. Again, unless he's Choice Scarf, I should be faster and should be able to knock it out with the Sludge Bomb. We'll see if he is Scarf right here. I did send up my Salazzle. I used this team earlier on stream, so he should know that I'm Choice Scarf. And the phone's going off! I'm going to play it safe though and scout for that and go out to my Magnezone. Plus, if he wants to go for the Volt Switch, then I'll have the momentum in on the Primarina, even though it doesn't really matter anyways. So yeah, I am just going to go out to my Magnezone, don't have to worry about being paralyzed. He's going to go for the Electro Ball, which is an interesting move to have. It still does a decent little amount, but my Magnezone is still pretty healthy. I could just go for the Volt Switch, and like I said, with that Electric Terrain boosted power, that Tapu Koko is going to go down. So my Magnezone is going to be able to come back, and yeah, the Magnezone is so strong. So yeah, my Magnezone is able to come back. I could go out to Salazzle right here, and at this point in the game it's pretty much over. All he has left is his Primarina, and my Salazzle and my Magnezone should be able to clean up the game. I could go for the Sludge Bomb right here. I am Modest Scarf, so hopefully that takes him out. He said he lived exactly on 1 HP, 1-0. Not 1, not 1-0, just literally 1. 1.0, I guess I should say. And wow, that was... And he gets a crit right there. I don't think that mattered because Salazzle's defense is not good. But I can't just go for the Sludge Bomb on him. And like I said, bring him down to 1 HP so I don't get to sweep with Salazzle again. But this lets me go to Mimikyu, who hasn't been out all game long, and then just take out the Primarina with the Shadow Sneak and end the game right there. So that is going to indeed be the game. So good game, Star Trekkers. It was a quick little 2-0 game. I was in control for most of it, but the score ended up being pretty close, and it was fun to play, especially since I haven't seen the Vigavolt used in competitive. Seeing that used, even though I think he could have used it a little bit better. And the concept of his team just kind of like Electric Spam, and then Gengar is also really good, even though we didn't get to see if he was like Z Hypnosis or whatever. But his team was pretty cool. And then there's some videos on there like Vigavolt and, like I said, the Z Hypnosis Gengar that I do want to try and build around in the future. So anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, guys. Hope you all found the video good. Subscribe if you want more type content like this. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Leave the thumbs down if you did not enjoy it, but at least tell me why so that I can try and improve for the next time. And like I said, this was Post, and have a good day, guys. Peace.